My mic's on. Just give me a second. Because I have to make sure it's like working. Okay. It works. So we're playing Persona 3, the portable version. Cause that's the version that's on the Game Pass. Hey! Okay, new game. Welcome to the world of P3P. In this game, you can select the gender of the main character. The course of the game will change based on the character's gender. No, this is a tough one. Okay. The course of the game will change based on the main character's gender. By choosing a male main character, you'll be able to play a version very close to the original P3. This is recommended for new players who have yet to experience P3. The female main character added to this game is not just for female players. She is also for veterans of P3 and P3 FES who wants a new perspective and please choose gender. Now, I'll choose the male. Begin the story as the main male main character. I can do another gameplay of this. Your choice will not influence the storyline. Choose difficulty level that fits your comfort level. Okay, I'm gonna choose easy mode, not beginner. You can change the difficulty level from the command menu. Begin on easy difficulty. Yes. Now please enjoy the game. This game is a work of fiction. No person's... Yep. We already know that. Time never waits. It delivers all equality to the same end. You wish to safeguard the future, however limited it may be. You'll be given 1 year. Go forth without falter, with your heart as your guide. Terminal Station evening. The station entrance is buzzing with activity. Meanwhile, elsewhere...
I just put it to my head, pull the trigger.
Shit! What?
No chickening out.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it.
No, I can't.
Exactly. inside the New City passenger train. Annie Hazaru. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
Malfunction in the switching system. Today's rail schedule has been greatly altered. We apologize to any customers who were in a hurry. The next stop is Iwa Todai. Iwa Todai.
Iwa Todai.
This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please take care to board before our departure.
You arrived late. It's almost midnight. This reminds me of Danganronpa. Something about the atmosphere seems odd. It would probably be best to hurry to the dorm. As you walk from the station, you notice coffin-like objects laying the deserted city. It's an eerily gigantic moon. Yakuun High School. Awatodai dorm. This is the dorm mentioned in your admission pamphlet.
Welcome.
Why
You're late. I've been waiting a long time.
do you creep me out? An unknown boy is holding a piece of paper
If
out
you want
to
to proceed, then please sign here. It's a contract. There's no need to be scared. It only binds you to accepting full responsibility for your actions.
Something is written on the paper he's holding out to you. I chooseth this fate of mine own free will. Below it is a blank to sign your name. Ah! Okay, I'm just gonna... Ah! game. That works. Preston Sapphire.
Very well. Time is something no one can escape. It delivers us all to the same end. Wishing won't make it go away. And so it begins.
The unknown boy disappeared as if melting into the darkness.
Who's there? How can you be... But it's... Don't tell me.
The girl is holding something that looks
Wait.
like a gun.
The lights.
I didn't think you'd arrive so late. My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in this dorm.
Who's he?
He's a transfer student. It was a last-minute decision to assign him here. He'll eventually be moved to a room in the boys' dorm.
Is it okay for him to be here?
I guess we'll see. This is Yukari Takeba.
Yukari Takeba.
She'll be a junior this spring, just like you.
Hi, I'm Yukari.
Why do you have a gun?
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
It's getting late, so you should get some rest. Your room's on the second floor at the end of the hallway. Your things should already be there.
Oh, I'll show you the way. Follow me.
Dormitory, second floor hallway at the furthest door.
This is it. So, any questions?
Ah! What'd she say? Oh, pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's right at the end of the hall.
So,
What?
pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's right at the end of the hall. So, any questions?
What's that contract for?
What's this about a contract? What contract? Can I ask you something? On your way here from the station, was everything okay?
What do you mean?
You know what I... Never mind. It seems like you're all right. Well, I better get going. I'm sure you still have other questions, but let's save them for later, okay? Good night.
Right, Yukari walked down the stairs. This is your assigned room. Use the D-pad or the left stick to move the cursor. Okay. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. But I'm not tired! The mirror reflects your regular face. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. Okay. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. Who's
Yukari.
knocking?
Are you awake?
No. No.
Good morning. Did you sleep okay? Mitsuru Senpai asked me to take you to school. Are you ready to go? Okay, then let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Inside the new seat passenger train, I need a Hazaru.
We have to take the monorail to get there. Bet your last school wasn't like that, huh? This is my favorite part, when it feels like you're gliding over the sea. Our stop is Port Island Station at the end of the line. From there, we walk. Have you ever heard of Tatsumi Port Island? It's a man-made island. They built our school right in the middle. Oh look, you can see it now.
A man-made island?
Morning! morning. Well, here we are. Welcome to Gekukan High. You're gonna love it here. You're okay from here, right? You should go see your homeroom teacher first. The faculty office is right there to the left. And that concludes the tour. Do you have any questions before I go?
Which class are you
Me?
in?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the classroom assignments yet. Hey, about last night, don't tell anyone what you saw, okay? See you later.
All I saw was her holding a gun! There are many people standing in front of the bulletin board. Press the sub-menu to select an area and go there immediately. Ah. Class rosters are posted. Can't find your name. Okay. It's faculty office.
Oh, are you the new student?
Yes. Pressed Sapphire.
11th grade, correct?
Yeah. The teacher is flipping through pages in a
Wow,
file.
you've lived in a lot of different places. Let's see. In 1999, that was what, 10 years ago? Your parents... I'm sorry. I've been so busy I didn't have time to read this beforehand. I'm Miss Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school.
Oh,
Have you seen
thanks.
the classroom assignments? You're in 2F. That's my class. But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon. Follow me.
I wish you
As
could
you
actually
begin
walk
the
around.
new school year, I'd like each of you to remember the proverb, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. When applied to student life, this means
But our principal continues with his speech.
Hey,
Student behind you is trying to
you
get your
came to school with
attention.
Yukari this morning, right? I saw you two walking together.
Why does that
Hey,
sound
I have
like
a question.
Hajime?
Do you know if she has a boyfriend?
What?
I see.
I don't know.
I thought you might know, but I guess not. So how well do you know her?
I hear talking. I believe it's someone in Ms. Toriumi's class.
Shh, be quiet. You're going to get me in trouble.
Hear lots of people talking. Early morning and after school. Homeroom is over. Your first after school session is about to begin.
How's it going?
Who are you or what do you want?
Me?
Who are you?
I'm Junpei Iori. Nice to meet you. I transferred here when I was in 8th grade. I know how tough it is being the new kid. So wanted to say, hey, see what a nice guy I am?
Kind of weird.
Hey, it's Yucatan. I didn't think we'd be in the same class again.
At it again, huh? I swear you'll talk to anyone if they'll listen. Did you ever think you might be bothering someone?
What? But I was just being friendly.
If you say so. Anyway, some coincidence that we'd be in the same homeroom, huh?
Must be fate.
You're right. Still, I'm a little surprised.
Hello? Are you forgetting that I'm in this class too? By the way, I heard you two came to school together this morning. What's up with that? Come on, give me the dirt.
What are you talking about? We live in the same dorm. There's nothing going on, okay? Why are people even talking about it? Now you have me worried. Hey, you didn't say anything to anyone about, you know what, did you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Besides the whole, like, gun in your hand when I came into the dorms. You know what?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Seriously, don't say anything about last night, all right? What?
Last night?
Wait a minute. Don't get the wrong idea. Listen. I just met him yesterday, and there's absolutely nothing between us. Jeez. I've got to go. I've got something to take care of for the archery team. But you better not start any rumors.
Who cares? No one takes rumors seriously anyway. She's so paranoid. But hey, it's your first day here and people are already talking about you. Believe it or not, she's actually pretty popular. You the man. This is gonna be a fun year. I can feel it.
You decide to go home, with
Whoa,
Junpei.
check out the jocks on the run. Say, you thinking about joining a club? You'd be joining as a new member, though, so you won't be able to apply for a little while.
You made small talk with Junpei as you went home. There's a sign-in sheet on the counter. You can save your game at the sign-in sheet.
Welcome back.
Let's save. You really shouldn't be outside on your own at night. It's too dangerous. Anyway, you must be tired. You should get a good night's rest. Girl, I'm not tired! Look at me! So tired, you should get some rest. Later at the dormitory lounge, a young man walked down the stairs as Mitsuru was reading a book.
I'm going out for a bit.
Hmm?
Have you seen the newspapers lately?
I know. People who had no problems before are suddenly developing acute cases of apathy syndrome. I've seen it in the news quite often lately. They say it's due to stress, but...
Yeah, right. It has to be them. Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
You have a one-track mind. Will you be okay on your own?
Don't worry, I'm just getting a little practice.
This isn't a game, Akihiko.
You overhear a conversation. Did you hear the rumor? Something about a bathroom? No! Not that one. I mean the story about the first year student. Not only did she stop coming to school, she does nothing but sit and stare at the walls all day. If her mother tries to talk to her, she only mutters to herself, "It's coming, it's coming." How about that? You don't believe me? Open your textbook soon. We'll take a look at the first novel by Zenzo Kasai. Why him? Rather teach you Subo Kubota. He became famous as a singer, but he also produced fine literature. Wonder why it's not in the textbook. Well, bring Bota's book next time. Hey Junpei, were you listening? Who did I say was my favorite author? Who does she like? Fihiko! That's right. We're listening to me after all. Well, you know how I like to pay attention. Man, you say my bacon, Preston. Go where you hear your classmates whispering. Preston gave him the answer. You must pay attention in class. You became slightly more popular. Your charm has increased. Ew. Class is ended for the day. There's nothing to do, so you decide to go back to the dorm. The dormitory
he's
lounge.
back.
Yukari is already there, talking with an unfamiliar man.
Oh, he's back.
So, this is our new guest. Good evening. My name is Shuji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board for your school. Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it?
Ikutsuki.
That's why I don't like introducing myself. Even I get tongue-tied sometimes. I apologize about the confusion regarding your accommodations. However, it may take a while longer before you receive the proper room assignment. Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Who else lives here?
There were only 4 students in this dorm. You, Yukari here, Mitsuru, and a senior named Akihiko Sanada. I hope you all get along. Do you have another question?
Why are you
To
here?
welcome you, of course.
Oh.
Speaking of which, where's Mitsuru, Yukari?
She's upstairs.
As diligent as always, although it doesn't hurt to come down and say hello. Do you have another question?
No.
Then I hope you have a successful school year. Now, if you'll excuse me, you must be tired from all the excitement. You should go to bed early. As they say, the early bird catches the bookworm. Please forgive the bad pun.
You'll get used to his lame jokes.
You should rest for today. You decide to return to your room and sleep. Later, at a certain room in the dormitory.
Working hard? So, how's he doing?
He went to bed a little while ago. He's asleep now. Mr. Chairman, do you think he's...
Well, let's wait and see for now. The dark hour is approaching.
Meanwhile, in a back alley of Tatsumi Port Island.
This sucks.
Upbeat music is playing from the radio that the man threw away.
KJ Radio presents the Bay Tuners. Tune in again next week for more of the hits.
This program is brought to you by Kirijo Electronics. Kirijo Electronics, always there when you need them. The time is now midnight.
Huh? What the? What's happening to me?
What? Why is he turning into... Yeah. Back at a certain room in the dormitory.
He's still sleeping. The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour. During this time, An ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
Then he must be...
As you can see, he's retained his human form. He's asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark hour. The only question that remains is whether or not he has the potential. Although, he must. If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
Scary.
In any case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
Yes, sir.
I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
Are they talking about me? Master press the button.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Igor, why is your eyes popping out of your head?
This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here, like myself.
Elizabeth?
Pleased to meet you.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place.
The paper you signed at the dorm is lying before Igor.
Henceforth, you shall be welcome here in the Velvet Room. You are destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my help to do so. I only ask one thing in return. That you abide by the contract and assume responsibility for the choices you make.
Okay. I
Hold
understand.
on to this
Ah! You tame the
till
velvet.
we meet again.
Man, why does Igor have such a long nose? That's my question. You feel like you had a strange dream. It's time to go to school. Yo, man, I'm so sleepy today. Time like these, it's best to sleep during class. You know, you ever notice how sometimes taking a nap in class makes you feel more refreshed than sleeping at home? Don't sleep in class. What? Why do you have to be all serious? The feeling of being completely recharged is awesome, but I'm screwed later since I didn't hear the lecture. Oh, but we have classic literature today. That means we're stuck with Mr. Nasio Ikoda. Not Mr. Ikoda. I'll be teaching you classic literature. I'll be teaching you about good old Japan all year. Some people say classic lit isn't relevant in everyday life. Well, how they're wrong. The students, the other teachers, wrong. Nobody really understands classic lit. You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Stay awake! Hey, you listening to me? Wake up, children. Now open your textbooks. First on our syllabuses is Monogatari, the origin of Japanese literature. It's a very interesting story. You youngsters might call it the bomb. I can tell you people are zoning out. You stayed up and listened to the literature. Your academics has increased. He decides to go home with Junpei.
Whenever I hang out with the guys from school, we usually end up here. There's a karaoke box, an arcade, and oh, this is where you come to rent out CDs too. Then there's that club over there. But of course, I've never seen the inside.
The station is bustling with students on their way home.
Welcome back.
The moon is beautiful tonight. Yeah, it might be nice to read a book by the moonlight once in a while. These network computers were installed when the dorm was built. Their main purpose is to send the school reports about daily life here in the dorm. There used to be a dorm mother here to do stuff like cooking, but there's just us students here now. It'd be great to have somebody like that doing stuff for us, don't you think? You're right. I mean, I'm not a good cook, and Mitsuru Senpai just doesn't do things like that. It's like a treasure vault full of money we can't spend. I guess I'll go back to my room. Yeah, you feel tired, you should get some rest. Man! The mirror reflects your regular face. Man, I just... At a certain room in the dormitory.
How is he?
The same as last night.
Very interesting. Memory loss, disorientation. Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first. Memory loss, disorientation. But this subject is rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
But we're treating him like a guinea pig.
I understand your concern, but it's imperative that we recruit new members. I heard he's your classmate. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade?
Yeah, I guess. But still.
An emergency call from outside rang to
Command
the
room. Is that you, Akihiko?
You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing me. I wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there.
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle.
Right. Be careful.
Akihiko!
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
This is no time to joke around.
It's one of them, Akihiko?
Yes, but not an ordinary one.
What the? You've got to be kidding me!
Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room. Takibop, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight.
Like I had a choice. What are you waiting for, Yukari? Go!
I'm going.
Your room. You are woken by a loud noise. You decide to go take a look.
Wake up! Sorry,
What?
I'm coming in.
Girl!
I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here now. Hurry,
What's going on?
downstairs! We'll leave through the back door. Wait, take this, just in case.
Yukari handed you a
Okay,
short sword.
let's go.
Dormitory, first floor
All
at
right,
the rear entrance.
we should be safe now.
Takeba, do you read me?
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There's more than one enemy. The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko saw.
What? Let's pull back.
Second floor.
What was that?
Glass breaking!
It's getting closer. Keep moving, hurry!
The dormitory rooftop.
The door's locked. I think we're safe for now.
Don't think so.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ew, what is that? I'm so scared.
You climbed up the wall?
There. They're on the roof.
That gigantic shadow. Just what is it we're dealing with?
Let's go, Mitsuru. Wait.
That's the thing that attacked this place. We call them shadows.
Shadows. More like creepy hand monsters.
Oh yeah, I have to fight. I can summon mine. No problem.
Summon your what?
Here goes.
Girl! You can't just shoot yourself. Why am I going to shoot myself?
Thou art I, and I am thou.
Whoa! Blood monster's so cool.
What on earth was that?
The sudden swell of power has subsided. Orpheus regained its original form. You have obtained a new persona. Oh!
Is it over? It's still moving.
A piece of the shadows headed for you
No.
three.
Get away from me!
You have to save her. Ow!
Here's a way, down, face reality, never be charity. The enemy, your buddy, covers all society. Mommy's not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock. Seize the moment, this is your station. The rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then on your rival. All over, rhyme like a rolling stone, coming and crack.
You felt a surge of energy inside after the recent battle. Your hit points and spirit points have increased. You are now able to create personas up to level 3. Something inside you has changed. Morpheus has leveled up. Ma has increased by 1. N has increased by 2. Morpheus learned Augie. What? The monsters disappeared. Seems Yukari is safe too. You feel exhausted. You're losing consciousness.
Are you okay? Oh, come on, please. Can you hear me? Answer me!
I can't answer if I'm passed out. This is the Velvet Room, was it?
It's so nice to see you again.
Long nose man.
You became unconscious after awakening to your power. I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche. A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships.
A mask?
When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others. The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability. Please remember that.
Okay.
Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until then, farewell.
Bye, Igor. Your head is getting clearer. Have I been passed out for like a week? You can see a white ceiling. You wonder how long you've been asleep. You feel someone's presence beside you.
You're awake.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Why are you here? Where am I? No, I already know where I am. Why are you
Thank
here?
goodness you finally came to. I was so worried about you. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything, but your power, it was amazing.
What'd I do? Or what were those
You mean the
things?
shadows?
Yeah, the shadows.
They're what we're fighting against.
Oh.
And the power you used, we call it persona. We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before.
It's okay.
I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you. My
What do you
dad
mean?
died in an accident when I was little. My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right? To be honest, I already know about your past. But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast. But nobody really knows what happened. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group. So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. That's why I'm going to Gekkoukan High, and why I was there when this happened to you. Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
No, it's fine.
Really?
too.
But still, here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth. So, thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. All right, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, long time no see. What's up? Did you have an upset stomach or something? Anyways, I got something to tell you. What's up? Actually, oh, I'm not supposed to say anything. Sorry, man. Someone's full of beans today. I could hear you from all the way over there. Huh? You two came separately today, even though you guys are in the same dorm. We're all tired of hearing you talk about that. Preston Coon, are you feeling better? Sorry to hit you with this first thing in the morning, but it's Suki-san wants to talk to you today. Come to the 4th floor of the dorm after school, okay? Don't forget. Why is he wearing a samurai hat? That's enough about mammoths. I don't see the big deal. They're just huge elephants. And that wraps up for the Stone Age. I'm tired of lessons about stones. Alright, talk about the Sengoku era. Japanese history is not that exciting until then. Though I'm paid to do this, so I've got it. It's tough being an adult. Next is the Jumon period. When do the samurai get their day in the sun? No, I'll just ask a question at random and call it a day. Hey, Junpei, what was the style of houses in the Jumon period called? How am I supposed to know about something way back then? Wait, Rester, what the heck is he talking about? That's correct. Yeah, mud huts were built by digging a hole in the ground and supporting the roof. There's no use, I can't get interested. I want to get to the age of katanas. Everything else is so dull. Hey, I answered right and I don't get any credit. Oh well, thanks, Preston. Your classmate is whispering. Preston told Junpei the answer. He's really smart. He became slightly more popular. 8. Class is ended for today. There seems to be something important going on at the dorm. You decided to go back early. There is no one in the lounge. You're told to go to the 4th floor. Nah. I just say regularly. A room on the 4th floor. Yukari, Mitsuru, and the chairman and an unfamiliar male student are sitting here.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat.
Okay.
Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Excuse me or no? No.
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
Hidden?
I guess it's more like something people aren't aware of. But the dark hour does exist. It occurs each night at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. Beat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now. He does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
How do you fight them?
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. Which means it's all up to you guys. I'm glad you're quick to understand.
Mitsuru opens the case on the table. A silver gun gleams uncannily.
What he's
from
trying to
inside.
say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Alright.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Happy to be aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up. Wasn't that? Oh, never mind.
You join Seas to fight the shadows. The voice rings in your head. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt be blessed when create. What? I didn't get to read it all. You have established the Sea Social League of the Full Arcania. You may earn XP bonus when using personas of the Full Arcania. You feel your inner strength growing. You recall what Igor said about the power of social links. The intensity of social links strengthens the power of the personas. Social links are these the bonds you form with people you meet. You are still tired from your hospital stay. You decide to return to your room. A witching hour. As you were dozing off, you felt someone's presence.
Hi, how are you?
Creepy boy! Why are you here? How'd you get in here?
We've met before. Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you. The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
What? The boy disappeared. Morning, thanks about yesterday. Akihiko Senpai's injured too, and I was really uneasy about working alone with Mitsuru Senpai. Leave it to me. Yeah, let's do our best together. But I wonder when Senpai's injury is going to heal. You said that it wasn't a major injury. Yukari began talking to you in class.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone. I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Mitsuru left. She was certainly
She's
direct.
probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Seems that Junpei was listening.
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
Class has ended for the day. For today. There seems to be something important going on at the dorm. You decide to go back early. Dormitory, 4th floor command room. Mitsuru and Akihiko are already there.
Welcome back.
Right here.
We were waiting for you. There's someone I want to introduce.
Huh?
Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy. What's up?
Junpei? Why are you here?
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. You should, since you're a Persona user. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kinda lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Huh? Yeah.
Junpei has joined.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had, but that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows.
Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Relax. I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Jakukan High School front gate.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Whoa.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know. You don't have to remind me.
So this is Tartarus. You decide to enter the tower.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
It's okay by me.
We're not asking you to go very far, and I'll be feeding you information from here.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Me, pick me.
You're in charge.
Yay!
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
But he has fought them before.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two, can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
All right, let's head inside. Are you ready? That's the spirit.
I'm ready. You decide to go through the entrance. A strange door is sitting in the
What's
corner
the
of
matter?
the lobby. The velvet key in your hand is shining. The key fit into the door's keyhole as if it was being sucked in.
I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist?
Man, I don't know.
Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
The nature of my
Your
power.
power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce, but please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
I like Igor, but why is his nose so long?
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Nothing.
Don't tell me you just dozed off. You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game. Come on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
They don't seem to see the door.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
You can check your own status by pressing the command menu button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. You can also pay money to heal by accessing this clock. Are you ready? Good luck. Inside Tartarus.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Why is she always like that?
Let's begin. Keep in mind these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering on this floor. I got a medicine. Out of my way. Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. Move and hit before it attacks you.
Takuba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle? The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Okay.
Defeat it!
staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. Can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. Okay.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more? Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow?
Mm-hmm.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
This thing won't give up!
Iori has defeated an enemy.
One more!
Attack again!
Here's our chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...
Okay. Seems to be a shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be useful as you explore, so use it often.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details? An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it? Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Okay.
You struck the enemy's weak point. You attacked the enemy's weak point.
One more!
You struck the enemy's
Here's
weak
our
point.
chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him!
Yeah. Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select the card from the ones you shuffle before your eyes. If you pick a card with the persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of them which has a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye out for the card you want to try and try to pick it. Press the action button when you're the Persona 1. You felt a surge of energy inside after the recent battle. Your hit points and spirit points have increased. You are now able to create personas up to level 4. Yukari's persona Elo has leveled up. Junpei's persona Hermes has leveled up. Trying to medicine. Detect the shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takiba to heal you.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
I know about that
When
already,
enemies are
but...
thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you? That concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
I got this.
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable. Attack! You attacked the enemy's weak points. A wisely chosen attack. Get him! You exploited the enemy's
Here's
weakness.
our chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...
Oh, either way, I get a new persona. You have welcomed Astaras. Some psyches changed. Morpheus has leveled up. Ma has increased by 2. Ag has increased by 1. Or big or something. I obtained the skill card Agi from Orpheus. Okay. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. If they get too far away, well, split up, you will not be able to use skills or items on them. Be careful of that.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Sweet!
Find the access point. What do you want to do? Just return to the entrance. Here you go, dude. Okay. Seems you've returned to the entrance.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
In any event, by combining your powers with your teams, you are able to stand against the shadows. You feel a bond forming between yourselves. You feel the power of your heart intensify, as if in reaction to the bond between your friends. The C social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the full Arcania has grown. Just like Yukari and Junpei, you feel tired as well. You decided that it would be best to return to your room and rest. The dark hour will soon be over. It'll be the next day when you stop exploring and return to the dorm. Would you like to return to the dorm? You decide to stop exploring and return to the dorm. Hey, you're Preston, right? Yeah. Man, I knew it. I heard from Junpei that you're pretty close to Yukari-san. What's up with that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. By the way, I'm Kenji Tamachika. There's a morning assembly, so we better hurry.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo Group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said? Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say.
Really
If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Alright, today we'll be going over Meiji Era literature. Open your textbooks to page 12. You know what? I'm tired of these textbooks. I just went over this novel in the last class. I've got a great poem we can cover instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. Feel tired? Close your eyes for a few minutes. No, I'm staying awake. Alright, Kenji, you better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself taking a nap while I pour my heart out into reading this poem. For that, you'll get another essay along with your regular assignment tonight. I'll expect a slice of cake when you return it in, too. And don't cheap out with the store-bought stuff like last time. You stay up and listen to the lecture. Class is ended for today. As of today, you'll be able to use your time after school as you wish. If you have established social links, you may wish to spend more time with those individuals. Also, there are many places you can go into the area to raise your charm, courage, and academics. Be sure to look around in town as well as in the school. I don't know where I'm going. You ran into Junpei at the entrance and you decide to go home with him. There is a commotion at the front gate.
Akihiko-senpai! Wait for us!
Have you noticed how popular Akihiko-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I didn't used to talk to him much, but now I've got a good excuse. I know he's the captain of the boxing team, but who would have thought he'd be such a chick magnet? I mean, come on. You don't even see girls flock like that on TV. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Who? Us? Hell yeah! What you got in mind?
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be at the police station. See you there.
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who, these girls? I don't even know their names. They talk so much they give me a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, why can't he be more friendly?
Maybe he'd be more friendly if he didn't have to worry about y'all.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Ah, well, let's go.
Akihiko asked you to meet him at the Polonia Mall police station. decided to head over there. Oh wait, let's go to the map. This seems to be the police station.
Thank you, sir. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. And this is from Ikutsuki-san.
Really? Sweet!
You and Junpei each receive 500 yen, 5,000.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Officer Kurosawa has connections, but these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city, regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right.
I don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. Yep. Only 500 yen, 5,000 yen. I'm gonna take off since I'm in a bad mood now. Later. Junpei has left. I'm gonna go to the dorm and save. It's almost nighttime.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing. I'd like to speak to you for a moment. Drawing our exploration of Tartarus, Akihiko is still on the mend, so for now I'd like you to lead the team. You never know when a powerful enemy might appear like the one you faced the other day. Best to be prepared or else you may find yourself in a difficult situation. So whenever you'd like to explore Tartarus, just let me know and I'll gather everyone here. Also, since I'm sure there are other things you'll need to take care of, you may go out at night if you need to. Well, that's it. Keep up the good work. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream here. So, bye y'all.